Hi, it's Teresa here, co-founder of the Erickson Business Center, creator and facilitator of the Passion to Profit program, and I have Caterina Barregar here, who is a participant of the Passion to Profit program, a graduate of the Art and Science of Coaching, and owner of Imagine Life Coaching. And you can find out more about Caterina at imaginelifecoaching.ca. And I'm excited to have Caterina here. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm loving being here.
Yeah. And the reason that I'm excited is because Caterina has had so many breakthroughs in her business since being a participant of the Passion of Profit program. And I wanted to pick her brain about her biggest breakthrough and what has contributed to that. So, Caterina, if you could just share with us, when you think about, since you made the decision to really start building your coaching business, what is the biggest breakthrough that you've had?
I think the biggest breakthrough that I've had is to learn all the tools and processes that I've learned throughout my courses, all of the modules that I've taken, but in particular through the Passion to Profits program. It's really helped me to build my business a lot better than I ever thought I would be able to do.
So you're saying the specific sort of skills and processes on building a business?
That's right. Everything that we've learned throughout the course has been amazing because it's a step-by-step unfolding of how your business should evolve.
Ah, okay. Now this isn't a testimonial interview for Pip, but it's sounding like it, which is great. I'm gonna let it go with that. But so Caterina, where were you before you took the Passion to Profit program when it comes to, you know, um, just being clear of how you want to go about to build your business? Can you give us a bit of a snapshot where you were at before you did the program?
Before I started the Passion to Profits program, I was very confused about building a business and how to go about it and how to be an entrepreneur and and how to get myself out there into the public eye and that sort of thing. And as a result of the program, I'm finding that there are so many avenues open to me and there are so many possibilities, and I'm just kind of able to attract them now because everything that I've worked through in the PIP program has just helped me to evolve more and more, and I'm finding more ways to publicize myself and get myself out there. It's pretty awesome. I really believe in myself more, and I also believe in my entrepreneurial skills more since the program.
Yay! And I know, Caterina, you come to the PIP calls full of energy, and I know a lot of us are thinking, how can we bottle that and have that for ourselves? So curious if you were able to sort of pinpoint it and um, give us something specific, because it really sounds like there's been a couple things, like it's having, and I think this really makes a difference for coaches who want to build their business, have that specific step-by-step system and process, to know what steps I need to take to create the results I want in my business. Was there anything specific, or for you, was it the whole process that made the difference?
We have group growth calls, we have the mastermind calls, and we have the information sessions with you. And for me, all three of them had their place. The mastermind call was where the group of us would get together, and have our discussions. But I found for me the best tool was your sessions where you would be on the group call with us and where you were giving us guidance as to what the next step was. And it's a step-by-step process that is so clear in building your business. You can't go from A to Z instantly. You have to kind of go A, B, C, D. And I love it because I'm going A, B, C, D, and it really seems to be working for me.
Excellent. So having the ABCD for you, Caterina, how has that made a difference with how you're showing up with your business?
Oh, it's huge because I feel like I'm more organized. I feel like things are going step by step, and I don't beat myself up over things when they're not working exactly the way I thought they might, because I know what the next step is. And so if I just follow the plan, then everything's going to be okay. It's two steps forward, one step back sometimes, but mostly it's like 10 steps forward. So it's really working out.
Wow. And one thing I really get from you, well, one, your enthusiasm, your passion for what you're doing, and I think what most importantly, like your confidence. Like you've just really stepped into who you are as a coach and what you're up to. And I just hear this confidence and commitment to your goals. Can you give us a little bit of insight? Like what's the biggest thing that has contributed to that, to your confidence?
I think that, when I first started any of these programs, I had a lot of things that I needed to work through, and I think I've begun to really work through them. And what's given me the biggest confidence is just taking step-by-step steps to make it all happen, and really allowing myself to celebrate me when things are going right. The clients that I have are continuing to blossom and grow, and my business is growing, my online status is growing. It's all growing because you have to give yourself permission not to fail, but to practice. To me, it's all about practicing. It's never about the failure.
I often say the great end of knowledge, or the great end of life is not knowledge, but action.
That's right.
And it's sounding like that consistent action for you, Caterina, is creating the momentum and the confidence and the results.
And I think momentum is the huge thing that's propelling me forward, is because in the momentum, I'm gaining more confidence.
Yeah, I think they're directly linked. The being in action creates the momentum, increases our confidence.
Yep.
So just one other thing around that, because this is so valuable, and I know a lot of other coaches struggle with that. And when you hit the tipping point of feeling this confidence, it can make a world of difference. So what advice would you give to other coaches that can support them in sort of catapulting, getting into this zone of confidence?
My advice would be to learn the processes and really step in your comfort level, step into it. Don't try to push yourself too hard. I mean, I'm moving forward because I'm that type of person. I just move forward. But there are a lot of coaches out there who need to go at a certain pace, at their own pace. Give yourself permission to do that, but keep moving forward one day at a time. Just that little bit so that you can keep going.
Yeah, okay. And Caterina, again, and I might be repeating myself, but I just really want to pull out these gems here. What's keeping you consistently moving forward and taking the action?
I think consistently what's happening for me is I have clients that are doing the work. I have clients that are showing up for what it is they need. I have people responding to me in a really great way. I'm getting my name out there in the public. I'm getting responses from some of the blogs that I'm doing. It's a worldwide thing. I mean, people from all over the world are looking at my blogs, and that alone is exciting for me, and it makes me feel like, okay, I obviously have something to say, so let's go, let's do that.
Wow, it's very inspiring, Caterina. So if you were to say, if you're your fellow coaches out there who want to take their talent and passion of coaching to the next level, what would you say would be the first three things you would encourage them to do?
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Yep, sure. Your fellow coaches out there who want to take their talent and passion for coaching and create a sustainable, successful business, what would you advise them or encourage them to do? What would be the top three things?
The first thing I would say is to continue your education. Keep learning, either through self-help books or through the PIP program, which is awesome, and I'm not trying to sell it, I love it, or through further education with Erickson. Any kind of education that you can get towards your goal is what you need. Secondly, to get out there and get those clients. Even if the client only comes for a comp session and doesn't follow through, that's great. You've had a comp session with that client. Move on to the next one, because it's so exciting to learn and grow even in your comp sessions. And then thirdly, just the visibility in the marketplace to make sure that you're getting your name out there as much as possible. Do little interviews. I mean, this is totally out of my comfort zone, but I'm doing it.
For you.
Do it.
Yeah.
Just go out there and do it.
Excellent. And Caterina, it really just sounds like what's really working for you is taking the action, even if it's out of your comfort zone. And I'm also hearing celebrate the action you're taking. Even if you do a complimentary session, they decide not to be a client.
Exactly.
celebrate that you did that complimentary session and keep going and book the next one and do the next one.
Exactly right. Yeah.
So if you want to see what Caterina is up to, go to imaginelifecoaching.ca and follow her on her blog, on her social media, and continue to get inspired by Caterina. And Caterina, maybe we'll do this again and hear where you are 3 months or 6 months from now, because I definitely want to be tracking your success.
I'd be honored. Thank you, Teresa.
All right. And thank you, everyone, for listening. This was our business breakthrough interview with Caterina Barregar. And want to encourage you to dream big, embrace your inner entrepreneur, and turn your passion into profit.